Yeah, I agree with you. Because it's not easy when you're a woman in this industry or anywhere, in fact. That's why girls will opt for the easy way out. Well, it's not all of us, because some of us still want to keep our pride intact, and we are those ones that are like, if you say jump, I'm gonna say jump to where, not how high.
Yes, I've just gone 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Tito with your news.
News on the hour. On MS Radio.
Good morning, and it's the top of the hour, and you tuned into MS Radio. Zuma's fiancé asked to step down from women's campaign role. National Response Campaign, She Conquers, has asked former President Jacob Zuma's new fiancé to resign from the organization, saying it doesn't want to send a contradictory message to young women. News of Nonkanyiso Kongo engagement to Zuma was widely reported on Friday. The 24-year-old, who serves as National Executive Committee Treasurer and Communications Officer at She Conquers, has since been asked to step down or be fired. The campaign was launched in 2016 by President Cyril Ramaphosa and deals with issues affecting women such as HIV, teenage pregnancy, gender-based violence, and economic opportunities. Chairperson Lerato Murulani says Kongo's decision to marry Zuma, who was involved in a high-profile rape case in 2006, could cast a negative light on the campaign. We are not saying she's blessee or she's conquered into being with an older man, but what we're saying is that we need to also show young people that we are fighting patriarchy. Zuma's love life is the best possible news for Ramaphosa. Former President Jacob Zuma has been both a lover and a fighter. His charming style and allure with people are almost as well known as his revolutionary stripes. This characteristic is at least one of the factors mobilizing behind to reignite a plan to marry more regularly. Apologies for giggling. When he first became president, Zuma made a joyful biennial marriage part of annual festivities, along with an annual Christmas party and chess tournament, for which he would treat his neighbors in the surroundings of Nkandla. In his first year in office, he married Thobeka Madiba and Gloria Ngema until the ANC put a stop to it. At his wedding to Ngema, Zuma told his bride that don't close the door that you found open, and he is clearly now free to exercise his options. And disaffected ANC members in KZN. But now it seems that Zuma has chosen to use his retirement, fatally injured, cordoned off construction site situated at the school. The incident occurred at the Garden Route Primary School last week Thursday. Homane was playing on the track during break when he slipped and fell under the vehicle. He died on the scene. The Western Educational Department is investigating the incident. Counseling will also be provided to the boy's traumatized classmates. Meanwhile, the African National Congress in the Western Cape has called on the department to ensure the safety of all learners. The party's Theo Venter says the investigation must be fast-tracked, and if it's negligence found, those responsible must be held accountable. Venter adds that learners' safety should be a number one priority at all schools in the province. Police suggest more arrests coming after Mafikeng protest violence. At least 23 Mafikeng protesters are expected to be charged for public violence when they appear in court this morning. They're accused of being part of a group that torched buildings, looted shops and vandalized properties. Residents have demanded the removal of Northwest Premier Supra Mohamudi. They've accused the Premier of corruption. One person died during the protest that started on Wednesday. The police, Sebata Mukhobane, says that more people might be arrested after the violence that occurred. 9 other protesters were released on a warning after they appeared in court last week. Death toll from Afghan elections center blast rises to 50. A suicide bomber blew himself up outside a voter registration center in Afghan capital Kabul on Sunday, killing at least 57 people and injuring more than 100. In the most serious attack yet on preparations for elections scheduled for October. Islamic State claimed responsibility for the attack on the project of key importance to the credibility of President Ashraf Ghani, which has been under international pressure to ensure long-delayed parliamentary polls take place this year. Interior Minister spokesperson Najib Danesh said a bomber on foot approached the center where officials were using identity cards as part of registration process for around 10 million voters across Afghanistan. Registrations began this month. President Ghani issued a statement condemning the attack and said it cannot divert us from our aims to weaken this nation's democratic process. A spokesperson for the Ministry of Public Health said at least 57 people, including 8 children, were confirmed dead and 119 wounded, but the total could still rise. Nationwide bus strike continues. Millions of commuters are said to be stranded this morning as the nationwide bus strike continues. Negotiations between Golden Arrow coaches and SATAU members broke down on Friday afternoon. SATAU spokesperson Zanele Sabela said the union is currently standing at a 9% increase. We were not willing to sign a multi-year agreement. This is what we're willing to accept right now. Friday, the spirit was not good at all. We are still waiting to see what will happen. The My City bus service in Cape Town also remains suspended until further notice, and commuters should expect heavy traffic on the road, the city warned on Sunday. The nationwide bus strike action affected the South African bus industry is continuing. Moyaral community members for Transport and Urban Development, Barrett Heron, said. Kaizer Chiefs to probe Moses Mabhida Stadium fan violence. With 2 men expected to appear in the Durban Magistrate Court on Monday morning in connection with a riot at the Moses Mabhida Stadium, Kaizer Chiefs said it's consulting the police and will also conduct its own investigation. Soccer fans dressed in Kaizer Chiefs regalia were seen vandalizing parts of the stadium and storming into the pitch after the team lost 2-0 to Free State Stars on Saturday. A video has been making rounds of a male security guard, initially thought to be a woman, being beaten by fans. Seats were set on fire and TV cameras damaged. And on today's weather, Johannesburg, partly cloudy, reaching highs of 26 with a minimum of 10 degrees. Mafikeng, sunny, reaching highs of 28 at a minimum of 11 degrees. Newcastle, sunny, reaching highs of 28 degrees with a minimum of 11 degrees. Margate, sunny, with reaching highs of 27 degrees with a minimum of 18 degrees. Mthatha, rainy and high level of clouds with reaching maximums of 29 degrees with a minimum of 12 degrees. East London, heavily cloudy as well, reaching highs of 27 degrees and minimums of 15 degrees. Cape Town, rainy, slight rain with a minimum of 15 degrees reaching highs of 22 degrees. George, 27 degrees reaching highs of 28 degrees rather, and a minimum of 6 degrees. That's it for the news at this hour. Join me at 11 for more news. This is MS Radio.
Girl, now make we start from the top. Make you on the way drop slow. Alright.
I'm here to say your African Pride International. I'm here to say your selector.
My golly, it was you, what?
Head high, push forward, not surrender.
Yeah, guy. Oh, who did fool him, ne? Man, one door, man.
Maximum.
Hey, baby.
This is the main ingredient, baby, on MS Radio.
Lady, only for you. What will it take, my love, to show you I'm still in love with you? What will it take, my love, to show you how much my love is true? Feeling she gave to me makes me feel so brand new. Love you forever, and there's no other like you. Baby, I know I hurt you twice. Promise I'll never hurt you no more. Although I know it's not nice, promise I'll never go back to that door. Although you've got your choice, please make sure the first is secure. I make my sacrifice, only you, no one before. What will it take, my love, to show you I'm still in love with you? What will it take, my love, to show you how much my love is true? Feeling she gave to me makes me feel so brand new. Love you forever, and there's no other like you. Baby, no one but you. Many a times I've tried it, baby, I can't deny it. I just can't live my life a day in this world without you. What will it take, my love, to show you I'm still in love with you? What will it take, my love, to show you how much my love is true? Feeling she gave to me makes me feel so brand new. Love you forever, and there's no other like you. No. Hey. This is so special. I tell you, girl, for someone special living in my world, it's only for you.
This is the main ingredient, baby, on MS Radio.
Oh, baby, girl, open your heart and let love through. Like every ocean shores where the rivers run to, back to the arms of the cure where she wanna run to. Let me tell you for sure, you're welcome back to. Baby, anytime you want to. Lady, my love ain't gonna haunt you.
After falling under a truck.
First, if you think those girls lightning and thunder won't fi make the cloud burst, and just the water from the sugar cane can quench my thirst. To whom it may concern, I know that the way we want the tables return. As a citizen, we got a lot of concern. The truth is, I know that we want with children, them feel learn. You feel like a Batman, keep it to yourself. Don't bring it to Jamaican, keep it to yourself. We no want that a jam rock, keep it to yourself. We can't take no more slackness. You can change the laws of man, but you can't change the laws of God. So if they're not enough because they're glad. And if you change, I must see mad, them mad. Somebody tell me what is happening. I don't want no fish in my idle dish to see my son become a father. I'm a greatest and kind of very ticklish.